Good morning from JFK Airport in New York. I'm going to Havana, Cuba for the third time. As far as entering the country, not much has changed. Just showed up to the airport, checked in for a flight like I normally would. Only difference is I had to buy a $50 visa. Our credit cards, American credit cards, do not work there. You need to bring all the cash that you plan on spending. If you bring US dollars, they charge you a 13% fee. For any other currency, they charge you just a 3% fee. I'm bringing a combination of euros and Russian rubles. So I made it to Havana, gave in my customs forms, my health forms, went through customs, everything was breeze, exchanged my money. However, I waited a long time in line, got to the front of the line, and I was not able to exchange my Russian rubles, which I found to be really strange since there was a flight arriving at the same time from Moscow. And so here's the view from my Airbnb. So this way is north, where Florida would be. There's the Capitol building, also called El Capitolio. And these are some of the newer kind of five-star hotels, which cost a couple $100s a night to stay at, as opposed to this Airbnb, which is $20 a night. And so this morning, I woke up and I went out to the Miramar district, which is 4 or 5 miles from Old Havana. And I walked back, stopping at all of the Casa del Habano stores where the prices are set by the government, so you don't have to worry about getting scammed, and you know that the cigars in the stores are real. On the street, people will typically offer you cigars. Majority of the time, they're fake. Good morning from Havana, or good afternoon. Just leaving my Airbnb, and it's hot as hell out here. And so last night I went out, stayed out pretty late. I was out at a, I guess you'd call it a private nightclub. And I didn't have an invitation, but I went anyway. And I explained to them that I had gone there last year with a local, and no problem, they let me in. The cover was $1. Drinks were expensive. Drinks were $5, which is pretty expensive for Havana. You can generally get a beer or a drink for $2. And so today's the first day of school in Havana. It's actually Labor Day in the US, but here it's obviously not Labor Day, so it's the first day of school. And this is Central Park, or I'm on my way to Central Park. So now I'm entering the tourist area where all the old cars will be, all the five-star hotels. You can get a bus to the beach for $5 round trip, 5 convertible pesos. So there's different currencies for the locals, people that live here, and for the tourists. And I think the locals used to not be able to use the convertible peso. Convertible peso is pegged to the US dollar. They can use it now. No, okay. And so this hotel here is one of the newest, nicest hotels in Havana. Rooftop pool, restaurants, all that. And so the name on that bus, Transgaviota, that we just saw, is a government-owned tourism bureau. And there's a list of companies and stores that was put out by, I guess, our president, of places that we can't go, places we can't spend money. And that is on the list. Trans Gaviota, or Gaviota, anything Gaviota owned. This is a new luxury mall. Prices are super expensive. There's Western brands like this, which I can't pronounce because it's French. There is a super fancy cigar shop, and it's an international brand. It's called Cohiba Atmosphere, and I've been here in other countries like Argentina. Here you can get some Cuba souvenirs, baseball stuff, shirts, towel looks cool. I bought a mug here. And so while that store is really nice, I try not to buy too many cigars there because it's privately owned. So the cigars are priced differently than the government-owned stores. And here are some more classic cars. Where you can pay a ton to ride in them. Hola. No gracias. These are the old Chevys from the... why the finger? The old Chevys from the US. And it's just amazing how well they take care of these cars. So it's really a tourist thing. You will never see locals really in these cars. And some of them even have original seats, and this one looks somewhat original, but they put radios in them. Some put air conditioning. And there's a bus there that can take you to other areas of the city, or possibly other areas of the country. Buses rarely come on time. They are air conditioned, so the buses are nice once you get in them. They're just not very reliable. And so behind this building is an old cigar factory. Let's see if I can walk in with this. Hola, amigo. Hola. And so he's trying to sell me some cigars. There used to be tables and chairs here. I don't know what happened to them.